His name is Gerald Patrick Ahern, known far and wide as Tubby. He can't do much about his face. Not only is it 44 years old, it stopped a lot of hockey pucks. But he is very careful about what's left of his hair. Tubby and the boys are welcoming a new man to the club. Dougie Law is celebrating the most terrible birthday of them all. He has just turned 40. He is officially middle-aged. The rites of initiation include a lot of jokes about the weakening of the flesh. Dougie Law is surrounded by a group of men who have found a solution to the midlife crisis.
My name's Tom Sniffy Mayhew. I'm 46 years old. When I grow up, I want to be an Oldtimers hockey goalie.
Some might argue that Tom Sniffy Mayhew will never grow up. But then why should he? He has joined the Boys of Winter. They fly in the face of all convention. They walk into the teeth of the storm. They are happier in January than they are in June.
Ooh, these guys look good.
They play for a hockey team called the Toronto Lakeshore Oldtimers. The youngest is 38, the oldest is 54. They play against teams like the Kingston Fossils, the Sarnia Antiques, the Windsor Old Puckers. There are only 2 concessions to age: no slap shots and no body checks. Otherwise, it's the same old game they've played since they were kids. An ever-growing multitude of psychiatrists, sex therapists, and fancy magazine writers explore the mysteries of male bonding and the terrors of the midlife crisis. They try to tell you what to do when you wake up one morning and realize you're already half dead. The Lakeshore Oldtimers refuse to panic and are not much given to heavy analysis. 3 times a week, they reduce the complexities of life to a simple proposition: the putting of a puck in a net.
Next line's ready. All we needed was a couple of goal lead, and that would have been the game right there.
Right off the post.
Now, inside, though. Inside and out the other side. No, I don't know.
Game of inches, my friend.
Sure is that.
Absolutely didn't want to get back to our old ways.
Tubby, I want you to drink all day tomorrow because you play much better.
Oh well. Didn't lose anyway.
Their bodies have changed. The world outside has changed. The dressing room will never change. Whether it be in Maple Leaf Gardens or the Moose Jaw Pee Wee Rink or here at the Etobicoke Arena, the dressing room is where the brotherhood is forged. For anyone who has ever played a team sport, this is a place of refuge. There is no room here for the compromises, confusions, and betrayals of the so-called real world. This is a place of uncomplicated friendship, created by shared exhilarations and exhaustions, by the proud wounds of battle, by the ritual of the horseplay, by the same tired old jokes.
7 cards.
Okay, kid. Put your dime in, Ace? Yep, I'm in. 10 to the 5. He's playing Woolworths.
The camaraderie of the Lakeshore Oldtimers often spills on into the night. And so do some of the aches and pains. Tubby Ahern has sprawled to save a goal, and he can still feel it in his wrist every time he tries to deal.
What about that article in the paper today? Did you see that article, Len? What was that about?
Why do guys fall asleep after sex?
Because they're happy, I guess. I don't know. Why? Why?
How would he know?
I'm awake all night.
That's what my wife said to me. You never have to worry about that.
You get me upset. You're talking about sex. I don't know how many cards I threw out. 1, 2, 3. So what was the answer to that? I'm kind of interested. Why do they fall asleep?
It's
Really?
something to do, I didn't read all the article, but it was something
Fell
about
asleep,
the...
It's just in their makeup.
Yeah, it's in the male genes. Something in the chemical reaction in the genes. When you,
So don't wear your jeans to bed.
You know what? Guys are having more fun now playing hockey, and old-timers hockey, than they did when they were kids. Yeah. Because they don't have any.
Tubby and Sniffy Mayhew share the goaltending duties, but Sniffy mostly watches because Tubby was once a pro.
See this glove? You know how old that glove is? It's got to be 22 years old. That was Johnny Bauer's glove.
To wear Johnny Bauer's glove is to wear a priceless artifact.
Tell you one thing, I need a new one.
For Johnny Bauer was the ageless wonder of the Toronto Maple Leafs, the man who made all players believe they could go on forever.
You were this time last year, Tub?
Yeah, this time last year we were on that train going from...
A goalie belongs to a breed apart, for this is where the puck stops, or doesn't, as the case may be.
50 degrees in Copenhagen. Remember that?
It takes them 27 minutes to cover their bodies with 33 pounds of paraphernalia. It's all done in a well-established order, much as the knights of old must have arranged their suits of armor. There is a sense of ritual to putting it on. There is a warm satisfaction to taking it off, the sweat-soaked garments of battle that may not dry out before the next game.
I'll give it to you.
Tubby's coming shortly. Here.
Okay, who's Tubby? All right, Tubby.
He used to play for the Leafs.
Okay.
Okay, you're there. I'll hold this stuff.
Okay, what am I going to
Are
say?
you good to go in?
No.
Yes,
What do you want me to say? Right here?
Yep. Is there another goalie?
No.
There isn't.
What's 3 apples and 3 apples?
6 apples.
What's 4 bananas and 4 bananas?
4 bananas. 8 bananas.
What's 5 cubed plus 5 cubed?
10 cubes.
You're welcome. Goodbye. There you go.
Like most goalies, Tubby Ahern got the job because he couldn't skate. He never rectified this problem, and so he's still imprisoned in his pads.
1, 2, 3.
The Lakeshore Club is a mixed bag of old friends. There are lawyers, businessmen, salesmen, and one left winger who is temporarily unemployed.
We're getting cold.
Well, I've been playing so much hockey. Like getting up to here.
I saw your schedule on the fridge, your practice schedule.
Practice.
You know what Priscilla did the other night? I come home from hockey and I went to bed. She went up and put the hockey stick in bed with me. What's she trying to tell me?
I don't know, but I'd be a little worried if I were you.
Yeah. Oh, well, as long as I didn't get it over the head.
You know what? They don't understand. In the old days, the guys used to go out in the Crusades and they go to war. They'd be gone to war for 3 or 4 years. We go away for a weekend to play hockey and they get hot. How about if it was 100 years ago, guys would be gone for 4 and 5 years.
Yeah.
No, they don't understand us.
Come on, yeah.
Okay, guys, put a night in the trunk there. Okay, good call.
Always so late.
They may look like they stepped out of a beer commercial, but their stamina and devotion are truly remarkable. On this Friday afternoon, they will drive 4 hours to Sarnia, and an hour later, they'll be on the ice for the first game of a weekend tournament.
Lots of rest, Tubby. You're going to need it this weekend. 12 beers a guy.
As follows, okay? Doug Law, Ralph, and Davy Brown, all right? Third line. Larry, Marty.
This is a topsy-turvy world, a world which seems to run in reverse. Playing coach Paul McDonald had to spend several years as a coach before he was old enough to play.
If we're in any trouble in our end, throw it out. In their end, get it in. Let's go in and get them. Find out how they handle it.
Everyone's out.
Okay, guys, if you don't want mine, I'm only the trainer.
So?
He is also a self-made millionaire. Ace King put on his first pair of skates when he was 42, and he fell in love with hockey. He's not yet good enough for the Lakeshore Club, but he fills in where he can. Trainer, manager, television commentator.
Hello, everybody from the Sarnia Township Arena. Action in this.
A lot of the tournaments are on cable TV. The ratings aren't high, but it's pure Canadian content.
It's Tubby, who's our goalie. He's got a bad back, and when Tubby's on, he's a real good goalie, but he's been hurting today, and a couple of drinks are trying to kill the pain. You never know, he comes up large when he wants to.
The star of the team is number 17, Sinker Szynski. The Sinker once played for the Indianapolis Racers of the World Hockey Association. He was very close to the big time. So close, in fact, that it's rumored Nelson Scalbania still owes him money. There's not much left of his knees, but he still scores half of the goals for the Lakeshore Oldtimers. This tournament is typical of them all. 40 teams, 600 players filling 2 arenas from 7 a.m. to 1 o'clock the next morning. If you make the playoffs, you play 5 games in 36 hours.
There's Sinker's goal there. No, that was a good one. Okay.
They tied their first game, 2-2. It was Sinker's birthday, and he scored both goals. For some of the tournaments, they bring their wives. For others, they go stag. By communal consensus, they decided that Sarnia would be for men only.
He almost looks 40 years old now, Tuppy.
Is there any light beer left? I'm just a light drinker. If I drink light beer, you can drink twice as many.
Ace King, the only millionaire stick boy in hockey history, is also the team philosopher.
I meet so many guys that haven't done nothing, they don't do nothing, they get caught up in the business world, and this is a complete relaxation. When we're here with these guys, we don't care if the goddamn world burns down. We're having a ball, and that's what it's all about. We're having a good time.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sinker. Happy birthday to you.
There he is. Sinker, I don't want you getting all emotionally involved in this, okay? I mean, it's our... You're a wreck. He's a wreck. Great. Perchance.
There seems to be a new ring to this.
Oh, super.
I gotta put that up. No, I
Hey,
gotta put that up. No, give me that guy.
1, 2, 3, go!
You missed, stupid.
Not fair! Not fair! Not fair! Look at my hand! So
Ace, where are you?
I'm in the can.
Oh, you got any buffer?
In my bag.
Oh, okay. Where's that?
Sitting on the dresser, isn't it?
Oh, Okay, thank you.
You know what? You're supposed to eat before you go.
How's the water situation, Ace? Is it cold?
Here, I just finished shaving.
Oh, super duper. Gosh.
With my eyes.
Beautiful, Ace.
How's your head, kid?
Oh, this will do it.
You gonna be all right?
Oh, yeah.
Want me to dress for you today?
You got your skates with you? Hey?
Yeah, super. Oh, we bring them.
Where's the rest of the guys?
They're all flaked out next door.
Geez, I gotta go and see this. I got the medicine right
Oh,
now.
Dad. Oh, you saved my life. Thank you. How come I'm not in my own room? That's what I want.
That's what we want to know, too.
Because they locked you out. They locked Ace out. So you guys owe us $5 a piece for this room last night.
I got a couple myself.
Just lie back for a minute. We don't play for an hour.
Give me a break, Tubby, will you?
Take the short way out. Don't break the screen, Brownie. Okay, Batman? Robin's leaving. So long.
It is a team tradition that no party can ever make you miss a game. But the morning after Sinker's birthday, things are not going well.
That puck, eh? Don't stop at the blue line. You're only jamming us all up there.
Still got it on man, so take advantage of the face-off. Get down, Daddy.
Wider, Joe.
By the end of the first 10 minutes, they're down by 3-0.
It was not a pretty sight out there.
Better time. That's for sure.
Not as good as the team we played yesterday.
No,
In fact,
they're skating, they're hustling, and we're not. I mean, it's dreadful. We're just standing there.
Their curfew was 12 o'clock, ours was 4 in the morning. Difference out there right now.
Only a day passed, but you're playing like a year older.
Easy now, Brownie.
Once again, goaltending's a difference.
Exactly. I'd have to think the goaltending's been a difference. Their guy is steady there. He's got all 3 that we shot from the red line.
What do you think of the team's chances, Ace?
Hey, I've seen us come back in the third period, and once they get the booze, it takes 2 periods to get the booze out of them, and they'll come back and score 5 goals and tie it up. I've seen that happen, and I've seen it happen with 3 minutes to go. So, like in Oldtimers hockey, you just don't know what's going to happen till the last, the last minute. We got a chance.
Okay. All right, put the lines together I gave you then. What was that?
Playing coach Paul McDonald, known as the Fog, continues to exhort the troops, but deep down inside he knows that the best they can hope for is to get out alive.
London goal scored by number 14,
We've got a shot at the tournament as far as it goes, only because of the fact that there's 2 other teams sitting there in the same identical record as us. So what happens is that if we win, we've got a shot. If we lose, we're history. We can pack a lunch and take it down the highway, okay?
Seriously, you know what? We should have beat that team today. No. If we hadn't been up so early in the morning studying...
The Lakeshore Oldtimers don't brood over a loss, but they take some pride in their abilities, and they don't like being embarrassed.
You know what? This team got beat 6-1 by the team we tied yesterday. And we can beat this team. We should beat them.
The face-off to the left of the Toronto Gold. Oh, they hit the post on that drive, the Hornets.
But early on against the Wallaceburg Hornets, they are down by 1-0.
Here's Wow going in there. He watches that puck right in front. Good chance for...
Oh, come on, you guys.
Great stop by Saney, but they had a good chance. Steer over here on this side to Dupre. Dupre with that puck. Backhanded it. Here's a good chance for him. He left it right there. Right. Oh,
hey,
beautiful
nice
goal.
goal by Marty Sear.
The Oldtimers roar back. They go on to score 4 more goals.
There's the hockey game. And Toronto Lakeshore have defeated the Wallaceburg Hornets by the score of 5-2.
Yeah, those guys so confused they did not know when you were going to take the fall.
They don't win the tournament, they're beaten by the goal spread, but they have salvaged their pride.
Boy, your lips ever popping out. Hey, what do you see tomorrow? Yeah. I tell you, I'll be a mere shadow of my former self.
Remember Steve McQueen?
No, they wouldn't remember Steve
I saw
McQueen.
Inferno or something.
Well, he was a
That's
big
right.
Hollywood star. And
That's
your dad
right.
used to look just like him. Take a look at that.
The marital record of the team is varied. Tubby and Carol Ahern have been married for 18 years.
Doesn't that look like Steve McQueen?
Poor guy. He doesn't have ears like that, Steve McQueen.
So, look at that.
He does not.
What a
Pretty green eyes.
Looks like a prude.
My goodness, look at that. That's what your dad looked like, Kathy, when I met him. Can you believe it?
What did you see in
Stop
him?
bragging.
I don't know. Do you think your dad's getting better looking girls as he gets older? I'll be honest.
Give you a buck.
Yes. His ears don't stick out so much
Yeah.
now. They shrunk.
Well, some
He's
people
got
do.
character now.
That's right. Character lines.
can't hack this.
Character lines, that's
Okay.
it.
What do you mean by
Oh,
that?
you're a very handsome fella, Tubby.
I've been keeping myself in pretty good shape. There's your dad when he was
Fly.
up with the Maple Leafs for a cup of coffee. And then I went back when I was 19, and Cesar Maniego was there.
He may have only been up with the Leafs long enough for a cup of coffee, but he was once one of the finest young goaltenders in the country. They say all he lacked was self-confidence. He never quite believed he was as good as he was.
I was 21, and Punch Immock phoned me up and said, would you like to be the backup goalkeeper for Johnny Bauer? In those days, he only carried the one goalkeeper, right?
Yeah, right.
So I thought, what a great experience. So I did. I spent the whole year there. Well, up until about the last 10 games, I got hit between the eyes with a puck.
That was Olmsted, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, we didn't wear masks in those days, eh? So Olmsted come in, we're having a scrimmage. Olmsted come in, he took a shot, and Dickie Duff skated in front of me. And I got it right between the eyes, took my nose. Just as if, look at this, as if they took a piece and just moved it over there.
I'd like to have your nose full of quarters.
No, serious. Clancy took me to the hospital, and they put me in. He re-broke the nose. I was in there for 10 days. I couldn't open my eyes for 2 days. It looked like a raccoon. So anyway, that was my year done.
There have been 23 seasons since then, with teams from Spirit River, Alberta to South Carolina. And if he's not quite as quick as he once was, he still has some of the moves. Another season is at an end. They've won 4 tournaments. They finished first in the Etobicoke Oldtimers League. Some of them have played 140 games. There is one prime article of faith. There'll always be another season, and they'll all be back in the fall. For Tubby Ahern, the summer is spent by the phone. He is not just an old-timer goalie. He is one of the founding fathers of the old-timers movement. The idea came to him 10 years ago at a team reunion. He soon found that there were kindred spirits around the world who had the same idea. Why not play hockey forever? The idea caught fire. Today, there are 1,600 old-timer hockey teams in Europe and North America.
Yes, I'd like to make a person-to-person call to Mr. Bjorn Oberg. Bjorn Oberg, and that's in Mora, Sweden. Yes, he does understand English, operator. I have to know because I have to give him the reservations, eh?
He quit his insurance business and set up a travel agency to organize international tournaments on a full-time professional basis.
Chappie wants to take his girlfriend to Spain.
Yeah? Which one?
I don't know which one, that's the thing. I said I can't make the same deal for him that I can make with the other guys, eh?
You're not get remarried, Chuck?
Yeah, but he got divorced again.
Yeah? He's
not as bad as you, he's on his 4th.
Yeah, tell me. There's a guy who goes everywhere. He's been to Copenhagen, he's been to Switzerland, he's been to Spain, and then another trip to Spain. And then you go to Tokyo.
I don't know why he wants to take his girlfriend, though.
It's like sand to the beach.
Never be with her.
This is bad. Who has the opener? Who's still the opener?
Here, how's this for an
They gather for a new season in high spirits. Don Dupre, a divorced defenseman, is getting remarried.
I mean, the season has begun.
Where's the hockey stick? Donnie, on behalf of all the guys here, we'd just like to, we have a little present for you, and we wish you all the best in your ensuing marriage.
How your daughter go? Goes a long way.
We hope you have better luck than most of us.
Well, we got our first practice tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow night at Centennial.
That's awfully early, isn't it?
We play...
For Tubby and the Lakeshore Club, the season will start on a sour note. The perfect circle has been broken. Sniffy Mayhew, fellow goalie and good friend, has jumped ship.
Did Marg mention anything about Sniffy quitting the team?
Yeah, she said she was a little disappointed, you know. She knows everybody now and she feels comfortable, and now she's got to make a whole new set of friends and get used to different people.
Did she mention why he quit?
No, I wouldn't ask either.
Why?
I don't know. You know, I guess maybe she feels a little embarrassed about it. I don't know.
I heard you promised you to.
There is one.
Sniffy Mayhew is with a new club. He was tired of sitting on the bench watching Tubby do his job. He wanted a chance to play. But for his old mates, there is a sense of betrayal.
You know, all of a sudden, you know, we played with these guys for
6 years.
10 years or 6 years.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You've known these guys as long as you've known me.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you just up and quit and don't say
Well,
goodbye.
I did it the wrong way. I realized that. Like I told you about it, and I had to make a decision right away.
Like the fact all of a sudden you just kind of castrated the whole.
Oh yeah, but it's not nothing to do with the guys. They really, you know.
Yeah, but nobody's hardly seen you since,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. So
Yeah.
the guys see you and they say, well, what the hell? What are you doing here? You know.
Sniffy wasn't a great goalie, but he was one of the blithe spirits, a part of the glue, and continuity is one of the things that holds it all together. There is a great fear that when one goes, others will follow. Old-timer teams have quickly disintegrated. Whether or not this was the reason, the Lakeshore Oldtimers, twice champions of their league, have started out as flat as a pancake. Coach McDonald tries to fire them up. His boys don't seem to have their mind on the game.
Somebody stand out about 8 to 9 feet in front and wait for that loose puck so we can get it up top on him in a hurry, okay? Boy, we should have at least 2 or 3 goals that period.
Do you think maybe you're losing so much lately because you guys are getting over the hill?
You know, you think about it. We've been together for 7 years. The guys are getting older and just can't keep up the pace.
So what happens? You think you're going to fold in a few years?
No, we just keep going down to a lower division until we have to create our own division. As long as the guys party together, we'll always stay together as a team.
Golden oldies.
Really? No, as long as the guys stay together like that, because we all enjoy.
You can't go on for that many more years, Tubby.
Hey, I can, just to get the old plastic in the hips, and away we go. As long as I got my dancing shoes, I'll be there.
Don Dupre has reasons to be distracted. He's getting married, he's converting from defense to right wing, and he's also trying to convert from a Christian to a Jew.
Levavecha. Veshinantam. Levavecha. Levanecha.
Where's the missus?
She's upstairs having a little nap. She doesn't like to get up this early in the morning.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe she's...
So I gotta clean up or I gotta...
The season lurches along. Sniffy Mayhew isn't getting that much ice time with his new club. Tubby has a lot of aches and pains. Only Ace King is having a real good time.
Skate, Nosey!
He started his own hockey team, and since he buys the sweaters, they have to let him play.
Who played Johnny in The Wild One? Gets $1 million a picture.
Oh, Rat, what are you doing here?
Who portrayed the demolitions expert in The Guns of Navarone?
Well, you didn't answer mine yet.
I don't know it.
Marlon Brando.
I don't know it.
Marlon Brando.
I haven't been in a show in so long, I can't remember even who the actors are anymore.
What's the last movie you've seen?
I can't remember it. Did you ever see The Husbands?
No,
Or Slapshot?
I heard it's good.
Slapshot.
That's it.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
I had
good.
Slapshot here for the kid's birthday. They
Yeah.
watched it 3 times. There was no hockey in the damn thing. It was just a lot of fun.
But did you not see Husbands? You didn't see
No.
Husbands?
No.
Where 3 guys, they got their passports and they took off to England, like you did when you took off to Winnipeg. And they just had a phenomenal party for, I don't know, weeks and weeks. But anyway, it got a little ridiculous at the end where it got violent and that. But if it hadn't got violent, it was a terrific movie. It's something that you'd like to do. You go up to the
Why don't
airport
you just keep
sometime.
talking, and we'll go get our passports, and we'll go do it.
But deep down inside, the Oldtimers are a sentimental bunch, and the whole team is on hand when Don Dupre becomes a husband and the team's first Jewish right-winger.
Can you glue it back on?
Dupre will not only shave off his beard, he'll do a lot of things to fight off the midlife blues. He once tried primal therapy, where you sit in a room and scream a lot. Now he's trying a combination of hockey, Judaism, and marriage, and it seems to be working.
I like it. It's spectacular.
Tubby, I'd like to present you.
That,
Is that off the top?
That's off the top.
Valuable
Tub.
stuff?
You can get that planted, Tubby.
There it is. Tub, was it like this? Or was it...
Perhaps they draw their strength from the fact that they can laugh at their growing infirmities and shrug off their declining skills.
I've been working on my shot, I told you.
They are certainly not a part of the deadly serious physical fitness cult that has swept much of middle-aged America.
I only let you score.
Their game is not played in designer shorts. It is not played at fashionable clubs or at fashionable hours. They play when they can get the ice time. At the crack of dawn, in the dead of night, they happily huff and puff in their bleak and empty arenas.
There doesn't seem to be that
A lot of that.
that hard drive. I don't know if I can say it properly, that a lot of people have in their 40s to impress the world, to be so-called successful. This group doesn't seem to have that. And yet there are a lot of very successful fellows on the team. And I find that quality amazing. In this day and age where how much money you've got and what your position in life seems to be more important, and who you invite to your house and who you holiday with and what you do. And these fellows don't seem to be that way at all.
Hey, Sniffer baby, look who's here. Hello, lady. How are you, John? Would you fall off the wagon? How are you?
Sniffy Mayhew has been forgiven. He may have joined another club, but deep down they know he's still one of the boys.
Wait a minute. Yeah, it's all right now. How's your team going, Sniff? Good.
This one like this.
This is not a wife tournament, is it?
No. Easy now, Tubby. This was going to be a wife's tournament until you decided against it.
I decided against it.
I'm bringing my wife. I don't care about the rest of you guys. That's coming.
That's good. You're going to Florida, too.
I'm taking care of it.
Hey, Sinker. Hey.
From now on, she's coming to all the tournaments.
How about Jack? Any of your wives coming?
It's so close you can get the one down the States and get the one again.
He's bringing all 3.
I had the feeling at one point earlier in the year that the team, I wasn't sure it was going to continue. I think I mentioned that to you.
No, you talked about it disintegrating.
I just had
People
a
didn't have the
feeling.
same spirit.
I didn't have the
People
feeling. I don't have that feeling anymore.
It's really just come together?
Yeah, I feel that it's there for a lifetime. I think we're going to,
This is going to be the senior citizens team?
Well, it's like Morley Kells, those guys are playing in the 45-year-old league now. There's a new group, which is everybody has to be over 45 now to play.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and they won a tournament last weekend in Barrie, and everybody has to be over 45, and they were thrilled because they could now play with
Well, I
guys
guess
their own
if all
speed
the
again.
teams stay together and just
That's
continue,
right.
you'll have your leagues.
That's right. And we're moving rapidly to that wonderful age of 45 where we'll all be able to play again.
Gee, I thought it was going to end. I didn't think it was going to go on for years and years and years.
So, I mean, you know, when the kids come, they'll want to come out and see their dad play.
I see. Mm-hmm.
You glad the Christmas shopping's all over with, girls?
No, I haven't finished.
Oh, you still got a few things to get. You gonna run out of cash?
Yeah. You want
I know. It's awful this year, isn't
Remember
it?
2 years ago, I ran out over to Sherway?
The last minute?
With 20 minutes left before the stores closed.
December 24th.
I spent $500.
That was one of the nicest Christmases we ever had.
Well, we're not going to do it this year.
Oh, I know, Tubby. Things are too expensive this year. But we'll still have a nice Christmas.
So I wonder where we're going to be next year at this time.
Right here, doing the same thing.
Do you believe in Santa Claus?
Sure.
Yeah? Do you really believe in Santa Claus? When did you start believing in Santa Claus?
Let me see. When I turned the big 4-0, it's my...
Sniffy Mayhew is once again chosen to play his traditional role at the team's annual Christmas party. The team's togetherness is not just among the boys of winter. It is often shared by the wives and children. Their love of hockey can transform their surroundings. Long ago, they realized that winter is miserable only for grown-ups. The Lakeshore Oldtimers live in the winter of their childhood, and for children, winter is fun. There's only one thing that can spoil it all.
Hey, Jeff!
Tubby Ahern has been dropped to the ice many times, and it's getting harder and harder to get up.
You know what? I got in about...
Now what?
I got in about 12 o'clock last night. And I got into the spaghetti. I put that hot peppers on. And my stomach is just killing me all day. I mean, it's just burning. I get indigestion up here. Where's that Diavol?
It's up in the cupboard there.
Where?
I don't know when you're gonna learn, Tubby. You
Why?
don't eat properly. You drink too much.
I don't have to... Easy now.
Well, you know, that
I don't
wine
have
and
time to
all
eat.
those hot peppers and stuff. You don't eat breakfast, you don't eat lunch. Half the time you don't eat supper properly.
I'm too busy.
And you drink how many cups of coffee a day? No
I drink
wonder.
coffee from the time I get up till the time I go to bed. Well, no.
What are you gonna do when those things don't help you anymore?
I get onto something else.
Like what?
Huh?
Like what?
Well, what else is there? I don't
Well,
know.
there isn't a pill for everything, you know. You're supposed to look after yourself a little bit.
Well, I try. I try.
Well, you don't try
I
hard
mean, I got a
enough.
nurse in the family. If she can't look
Yeah,
after
but
me, how can
you
I
know
look after
nurses
me?
aren't very good as far as sympathy and all that kind of thing.
Well, don't stop
They
there
tell
now.
the truth.
Whatever. The problem is when I get away, I don't even eat properly because I run from probably morning till night and then start having a few liquids and forget about the food. Yeah.
Well,
And then when I'm home, I expect my wife to look after me. What can I say? I mean, you can't have the girls cooking for me all the time.
I know, but you don't listen to me.
I do
You do
listen.
as you please.
I don't do as I please.
Do
I
you-
do as I'm forced. I
No.
compromise.
If you had breakfast in the morning and a bowl of soup at lunchtime and something at supper, you wouldn't have half the trouble you do.
You don't have time to stop and do all that stuff.
You make the time.
I'm the only
you
guy
make,
there.
You make the
No.
time for everything else. You could
You
make the
forget one
time for
thing,
that.
I'm the only guy there.
You're falling apart if you don't start looking after
You're
yourself.
falling
Where are
apart.
you going to be next? Your
It's 'cause
knee's
my
gone,
knees-
your wrist is gone, your stomach is gone, you're aging. You're 44. You're not 24
43.
anymore. 44.
I'm 43.
10 years older than me.
Ace, how old are you now? 48?
Yep, right on.
48, yeah.
Yeah, how old are you?
46.
You're a puppy.
But you know, you think the big 5-0 coming up, and oh,
Yeah.
brother.
You got a will?
37.
Yeah, I've got a will.
I haven't got a
Don't
will.
leave you your golf
I'm scared
clubs.
to make out a will because I know if I make out a will, I'll die.
Yeah.
It's so final.
Because remember when Teddy Davis died about a year and a half ago?
Yeah.
He's only 37 years old.
37 he was, yeah.
And he was in good shape. It was around Christmas time. They were skating on a pond up in London, and he went to bend over to do up one skate and keeled over. 37 years old. Never, he smoked, and he may be a little bit nervous, but I'll tell you, after that happened, it sure shakes you up.
You're over 40 now,
Right.
eh? And, well, I just didn't realize that men also go through the changes. Like,
One Friday evening, Tubby and Sniffy decided to visit Madame Maria, the soothsayer of Mississauga, and take a peek into the future.
have you been feeling the changes within yourself?
Not really. I just, I don't know.
Does life begin at 40?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Definitely.
What have you started doing that's different now?
See, how early, I really don't know, other than
You
I
haven't
feel
been
the
taken
same.
off with any...
Not with any young lady? Oh my goodness.
Not for lack of trying.
Now, is this the correct birthday? August 26, 1936?
Yes, it is.
And it makes you very super sensitive. You're creative and artistic, and you have undergone a considerable physical hardship. So you'll have a
Sniffy Mayhew has no problems with middle age. He's lucky to be here at all.
and you have a divine protection.
What divine protection mean?
Well, that means the divine protection. It means something that you have no control over. It's like God is always with you. And sometimes you've been saved from, if you've had an accident or something at the last minute, you were saved.
Madame Maria is right, for Sniffy Mayhew was once snatched from the great beyond. 20 years ago, while on an operating table, his heart stopped beating. For 3 minutes, he was clinically dead.
Like I read that book, Life After Death or something, and I think it was called. It was it's amazing how assimilated what I had. You know, I was in bed and my body seemed to rise across the bed. I seen a beautiful woman look down on me, and all of a sudden I just seemed to rise in like a black tunnel, and all of a sudden I woke up and the nurse was putting a tube down my throat.
You still taking those pills?
Oh, yeah.
How many?
Oh, 5 in the morning and 5 at night. 10 a day.
You cut down. You were taking 20 when we were
Yeah,
in Florida.
I went to the doctor's last, well,
Sniffy Mayhew at one time was paralyzed in his right arm, his left leg, and his lower jaw. He even had to learn to speak again.
kind of cut down the pills a bit. He said, no, just keep, where you are.
Well, why do you have to keep taking the pills then?
Well, keep my blood pressure down and my, whatever it is.
Did you tell him you're playing hockey twice a
Oh,
week?
yeah, sure, I told him.
What did he say?
It's fine. He said, if you find you get a short of breath, get tired, just pack it in. But
What, did he say anything about your, about drinking?
No, really, he didn't.
Well, you don't like my cooking, you're covering up the taste?
This guy, I can't.
Oops.
I'm not sure
Peanut
you're
butter on bologna and what else? Last night he had something.
Oh, those chicken.
Tubby not only plays the game he's always played, he eats the food he's always eaten.
Peanut butter on bologna.
He's not much for nature foods.
And
Perhaps it's because he hates fads of any kind. Perhaps it strengthens his sense of continuity.
What are you doing about your knee? You gonna have that fixed up before you go or what? Yeah.
That brace has cost $375.
Is your OHIP covered or anything?
No.
No?
That team insurance we bought.
Yeah.
Which is good. Look, Donnie Taylor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Covered him. Big Mac with his back.
Larry with his teeth?
Yep.
Yeah.
Larry's was $2,000 damage to his teeth.
Yeah.
And Swoop's out now, eh?
Yeah.
He's got bone chips.
Yeah.
And arthritis in his knee. Yeah.
How did you hurt your leg in the first place?
Well, I was playing in an Oldtimers tournament in Niagara Falls, and I was playing goal, and I made a quick movement to my left, and the leg just went from under me. And,
The cruciate ligaments was damaged?
Yeah, yeah.
No, you haven't had any surgery as yet?
No, and I'm not looking forward to any.
Okay, well, this is a brace you'll be wearing right here.
Right.
So in order to control the need of any deficiency produced from the excess movement between the tibia and fibula, you can either go into lateral or medial, can't go into hyperextension with it whatsoever.
I could be the new bionic Oldtimers goalkeeper.
Now we'll mark off the head of the patella and the center so that we have the knee joint in the proper place.
This is, I'll tell you, I've been playing a lot of hockey and competitive, and this is the first season where I've been
Really hurt?
Yeah,
I
don't
know
know. It's just that I'm becoming brittle in my old age, or what it is.
But I wonder how you'll manage with that brace. You're not going to have much movement, you know. It's going to keep your knee pretty stiff.
That's what it's supposed to be for, right?
Yeah, I know, but how are you going to flop and jump around and stop shots with one stiff leg?
I just go out and cut off the angle.
Maybe you'll have to pack it in, dear.
I don't think so. When that ends.
You end.
Well, not quite, but.
Even the boys of winter finally come in from the cold. It's a big international tournament in St. Petersburg, Florida, and the Lakeshore Oldtimers feel like spring chickens. Some of them are just warming their bones. Some of them are along for a ride in the sun. The long season has taken its toll. Despite the aches and pains, there's a lot of exuberance. A little too much, in fact, for the more conventional tourist.
2, girls, right this way. I'm Ace King, your official host.
Ace King is playing yet another role, entertaining the wives at a wine and cheese party.
I want to ask you, what do you think of this tournament as a wind-up last game of the year? Can somebody give me some response? Is this the only one your husband takes you to?
No! I said we spent all year in a cold arena, so they better take us to this one. We're worth it.
The man who has to keep it all together is one Gerald Patrick Ahern.
First of all, to welcome everyone to the 3rd annual Florida Palms Oldtimers Hockey Tournament.
It is one of 4 tournaments he has organized in Europe and North America, and Tubby is all business.
Sour note, but each year it seems that we have a couple of hairpins, and why we have them I don't know, but all I can say is there was a few incidents happened last night around the bar that will not be tolerated again. Just make your people aware that, hey, they can make all the noise they want, but just try to behave a little bit like adults sometime, okay?
Organizing tournaments is what Tubby does for money. Playing hockey is what he does for love. And Tubby very much wants to play in St. Petersburg. One of their opponents is from Västerås, Sweden, and there are 8 players who once performed for the Swedish national team. It is not often you have the chance to face men who once fired shots at the great Soviet goaltender, Vladislav Tretiak.
You sure there's no instructions come to that, Tubby?
Yeah, but I left them at home.
Looks like a Chinese fire drill to me.
Good. What time is it now, Rob?
11:30. Are you related to the Bionic Man?
Johnny couldn't make it, eh?
That's it. Be ready, Jerry. Hey, be ready, eh, Tub?
But it is not Tubby who warms up against the Swedes. His old friend Chappie Chapman has agreed to stand in for him.
I'm gonna go back in, take it off, and watch the game.
Okay.
I get some work to do anyway.
Want me to give you a hand?
Nice start. See you later.
Okay.
The Oldtimers are playing one of the games of their lives. Chappie has risen to the occasion and is making save after save.
What's going on, kid? You couldn't do it?
No.
No? How you feeling?
Feel all right with the leg now. Feeling any good?
Yeah.
I think it's the end of the season. It could be the end of me.
Well, it's the end of my season, too. I made a smart move. I gave my equipment to another guy.
That was smart. But I give it a shot again next year and see what happens, but it's just no good, eh? It's too stiff.
Two lines! Come on, two lines!
All right, get that drop.
In the third period, the Oldtimers are trailing by only 1 goal. In the dying moments, they pull the goalie for a 6th attacker.
Come on, get on him, get on him!
Here it is!
Shit. How you go, Bobby? Come on, turn, guys.
The Swedes score on an empty net, but the Oldtimers have been glorious in defeat.
Nice try, guys. There you go, guys.
Summer hockey. Yep, summer hockey.
This is it.
Nice game, guys.
Now we can say we lost to teams on both continents.
Yeah.
Hold yours, Paul.
Great work, guys. It's a wrap for this year. See you guys in September. That's too soon.
No, I just feel like I take it one day at a time. I tried the brace on this morning.
Yeah.
No good at all.
No good at all?
No. You know what it is? We are getting older.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
You know,
But I think, I just, you don't want to, in your own body, if you only get older, you just want to say, well, shit, I can still do it, But I find myself getting tired. Shit, I played today, and at the third period, I was really dragging my rear end, I
was on a TV show the other day, and I looked at the monitor, and honest God, you think you look a little bit different than what you look.
Yeah.
I looked in the monitor, and I saw all these wrinkles. I said, "Oh, gee," and I didn't even look,
Yeah. But I just...
Then you look at these young girls in the bar, and you say, how the hell, they're not old enough to be here.
Yeah.
Then you realize they're old enough, but you're just too old. Not too old, but older,
That's it. I just said an old joke I heard one time. The guys were going to the bar, the girl sitting in the bar, and the guy said, "Hey, Gary, where have you been all my life?" He said, "For the first 20 years, I wasn't even born."
I heard her say that to you.
Yeah, really. But just,
We'll go for a walk up the beach.
Yeah, okay, we'll stop and have a drink.
Up there.
Yeah?
Up to that point.
Have a little nice bar up there, have a couple drinks up there and come
Now
back.
you're talking my language.
All right.
Maybe they'll come back. Maybe next year they'll be handing out the bandages and the beer. But one thing is certain. They simply refuse to grow old gracefully. This way, they feel, they will not grow old at all.